Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Kingdom Youth Network. I do hope you're having a good day. I'd like to provide you with training today, and our topic for today is faithfulness. Everybody wants people in their lives who are faithful. You want a faithful friend, you probably want a faithful partner. You don't want someone who's like with you one day and not with you the next day. That's not being faithful. So when you want to look at faithfulness, faithfulness can also be described as loyalty. And a person who's loyal is someone who supports you and someone who has your back. And faithfulness is a trait that you should actually cultivate in yourself. Because as you cultivate that character, that trait within yourself, eventually you will attract people into your lives who are also faithful. I don't think, personally, I don't think that a person is born either with faithfulness or without faithfulness. I do believe it's a trait that you can learn. I do believe it takes practice to cultivate the trait or the character of faithfulness. So what does faithfulness look like? So if you're thinking, if you're just thinking about the boyfriend girlfriend situation, of course you want faithfulness to apply in that scenario. But in what about everyday life? What does faithfulness look like? So faithfulness looks like friendliness. When you're a faithful person, you are friendly towards people. Faithfulness looks like defending the person who is not there whilst they're being criticized or attacked. So if you're in the midst of people who are perhaps gossiping about a particular person and you want to cultivate faithfulness, your faithfulness would create a wall around this person. So it looks like a defense. So you defend this person, you speak up for them when they're unable to speak up for themselves. Faithfulness looks like it looks like when you have like an attachment to a person. So regardless of whether you agree with the person on every particular issue or not, you still remain faithful. So just because you're faithful to a person doesn't mean that you agree with everything that they think, everything that they say, everything that they do. But because you are faithful to that person, you cover them, you are their supports. Like you watch their back when they cannot watch it for themselves. You're that person who sort of guards them. So how do you cultivate faithfulness in yourself if it's something that you'd like to go after? Well, various things really. So, number one, if you are in the midst of a crowd where gossip has taken place and somebody is being attacked, somebody's being criticized, then you extend faithfulness by standing up for that person, by speaking up on their behalf. Faithfulness also, how you can cultivate faithfulness as well is by refusing to speak ill about people. So just because everybody's tearing down a particular person doesn't mean that you should join them. As a faithful person, you want to build up and not tear down. And by doing that, you show yourself to be faithful, you show yourself to be a good friend. And what you put in in your life, eventually you will get out of your life as well, because you begin to attract people into your life who are also faithful. How else can you cultivate faithfulness? You can cultivate faithfulness just by being diligent in the little things. So when people are not watching you, when there are no bells and whistles, when there's no camera, no lights, no action, it's just the little small things, and it just feels like it's insignificant. You can cultivate faithfulness by doing it. So it could be a job that you do for your parents, or it could be a job that you do at work. Because perhaps you're not getting a lot of money, doesn't mean that you shouldn't be faithful in that action or in that activity or that job. Because if you do that job faithfully, you never know, somebody might be watching you, and that could lead you to a higher position, a more desirable position, or more well-paying position. So it's important that you practice faithfulness. Some people understand faithfulness as it relates to family and friends, but it's also important that you practice faithfulness in the workplace. Why? Because there are too many people out there who are quite ready to tear down their bosses, tear down their employers, tear down the place where they work, forgetting that this place where they work actually provides them with money for bills, provides them with money for clothes, for nice things. But yet, too many people are ready to tear down their employers. Be different, cultivate faithfulness, not just as it relates to your family, your friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, but cultivate faithfulness as it relates to your employer as well. Don't be quick to issue any criticisms. even if you don't agree with everything that your employer says or does, because you work there, because they pay you, like they didn't need to hire you, but they have, and you owe them that you owe them some faithfulness in that regard. And as you practice that, you find that you become a better person, you become a more attractive person, a more desirable person, because everybody loves faithfulness, but not everyone wants to put in the work to be faithful. So you do the work and you be a faithful person, and I assure you, you will reap the benefits in future. Okay? From my heart to yours, please take it easy and feel free to share this video with whoever you think needs to hear it. Until next time, bye.